Hello and welcome to Paranormal Path Peeps, and tonight we've got Stephen Daly. How are you doing?
Aye, all right.
Yeah, it's a long time since we've had a chat, isn't it?
Quite a while.
So
Few years.
I thought we'd just see how you're getting on, and looks like you've been quite active on social media recently and been on one or two podcasts. And you're on
One or two.
Spook in Japan, weren't you, as well? So
Mm.
yeah, you've
Yeah,
been
I've been on Viv and Dan and Amanda and Irene, so I've been
yeah,
quite busy.
that's it. Yeah, and sort of not doing as much in the paranormal, but you're still like part of the community, aren't you? And enjoy it, really.
Yeah, I enjoy seeing people's locations and evidence and just kind of commenting and keeping in the loop.
Yeah, that's it, because there's a lot of nice people here, and there's a lot of people I've actually met, like Carl as well, Wayne I've met. Hiya, Cheryl. I've got Nigel as well. Nigel's lovely. He's got his group page, and there's just so many lovely people. Hi, Val.
Well, that's the thing. We've all got we've got a good wee clique and a good wee group going. So,
That's
um,
right, and it doesn't matter who you are or where you are. So, hi, Carl. And we've got Tony Campbell from Alberta as well. So, welcome everyone. Welcome. So, where did your passion for the paranormal start then?
when I was a wee kid, my granddad used to tell me a story of him and his brothers in the Isle of Man. How they were sleeping and they saw a figure walk in a room, kind of through the door, and then turn and go through a wall. And my granddad says he woke his brother up. But did you see that? And he's like, yeah. And I used to get him to tell me that story because I thought it was great. So,
Awesome. So, did you ever see much as a child, or
no,
did you experience anything yourself?
no. There was always something strange in
Oh,
my great grand's house, but I never really. My first paranormal encounter came when I was about 19 in Edinburgh Vaults, so that's kind of the first one I remember.
oh wow, that's just an awesome location. I was due to meet Wes Coleman there, COVID 2020, but I did actually get to meet him at the Parameet, which is absolutely awesome. And that's it, isn't it? It's people from all around the world. Like Denise is from the same area as you. I've sort of headed
Uh,
like Ayrshire
we
way as
should be.
well.
We went to school together, so
Oh,
we
did
should,
you?
should be.
Awesome. That's brilliant. But yeah, I've been around Ayrshire. Beautiful place, isn't it? You've got a lot of outdoor locations there as well.
You can
Castles.
start pretty much down the west coast. You can kind of go from probably about Culzean Castle all the way around to Portland Cross around the coastline. So it's a good place.
Yeah, because I went to Culzean, but I went to that little cave near Girvan as well.
Oh, Sonny Bean.
Yeah. And
That's I don't know if that's just an urban legend or not, whether it was true. Apparently it's a true story, but I don't know.
yeah, that's it. But we we got some activity in the cave, so that's cool.
Oh,
You
that's cool.
know, so anything you can get really, and to actually go to an outdoor location and not get any hassle. In Scotland there's so many places, and
Yeah,
you can just go. Whereas around here, you just get too many people about.
yeah.
I went to a location near here, and then like two lots of ghost hunters turned up. That's it, because there are so few locations. If you're not getting people drinking there as well, so you
Well,
don't know what's hanging around, do you? But it
I
always
think
seems quiet.
I think most of the problem comes. See, when you're hiring locations now, they're so damn expensive. So a lot of people are looking for more kind of like abandoned places, and so
Yeah. Eileen says Sony B legend.
I'd see the only thing I know about Sonny Bean was when we were in the Edinburgh dungeons and they got the kind of bits that was the cannibals that were dressed up, and that was the Sonny Bean section.
All
Which
right.
was quite
Okay.
weird because it's like the middle of Edinburgh, and I'm like, that's based on a legend of run about Ayrshire, so it was quite amusing. But
And so you didn't have a clue about it until you went there, then?
no, I know I knew about the legend of Sonny Bean, but there's a few. There's another legend of one of the caves close by to there as well that was to do with, I believe it was somebody in the 1800s. It was a banker, a wealthy banker or something like that.
Right.
Maybe
We're getting a sound issue at the moment. Not
sound
sure
issue.
what's going on. Yeah, it's fine now. That's weird. Why that's happening?
I don't know. I've got a new webcam and stuff, so I don't know whether it's that. But
Yeah.
oh, you had and there was another cave local to there as well, and it was believed to be a wealthy banker that had his riches inside a cave.
Wow.
And he used to leave a note for people or somebody else to go and pick up his shopping and anything he needed, and he used to just leave a bag. He never spoke to anybody.
Wow.
That was another local legend.
Yeah, I've sort of, I don't know what's going on with the sound. It's rather ropey at the moment. Let's try it without my headphones.
It's fine here.
Can you hear me echoing?
No.
Okay, it's just here. Yeah, can anyone hear me echoing? There seems to be a sound issue at the moment. Got some gremlins on the system, don't quite know what's going on. Hi Chris, I hope you well.
I can hear fine, so.
Oh, it's just echoing. I speak and then I get it back again, so it's weird. Oh, okay, so sound's cutting out. Yeah. Oh, when you comment, okay. Soon to be. Oh, okay. I think the echo's gone now. I don't know what's going on tonight. It's random.
Gremlins.
Well, definitely. Like, I've got headphones on to stop that happening. So, yeah. What's going on, Andy? There's no changes whatsoever. Morning. You should be at work. What, Mark? Hope you're okay. But yeah, I don't know what this technical issue is, but hey, we'll just try and go with it. But yeah, so you got a lot of castles around there as well, some beautiful places. So what's your favourite location around you?
I like Dunure Castle.
Right, okay.
I like that's pretty much down. You've got Culzean, and then for a couple of miles towards there, that's when you've got Dunure Castle. That's really nice.
All right, I saw the sign, but I didn't go because I was actually staying at Culzean, but I never actually got onto the beach. So I did sort of go to Culzean, but I didn't have time to nip down to the beach because I was too busy holding the tent up. To be fair,
That is a nice coast. So you've got Dunure Castle's just a ruin. There's a couple of rooms you can investigate in like an upper section. But I mean, you always seem to get kind of voices through the spirit box and stuff and run about there. So
yeah,
it's somewhere I can take my two stepkids and they kind of can mess about and kind of learn how the devices work. So
brilliant.
It's a safe. There's nothing nasty. It's always kind of sometimes you can be quiet, but you usually get a kind of words. And you've also got Loudon-Kirk. I believe you've been there, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I've been to
Loudon-Kirk's good. That's very active. That's a nice area as well.
Went to the cottages there as well. They were interesting. Yeah, there's just some stunning places around there, and I definitely want to go back up again. Eileen took me to some incredible locations on the other side in East Lothian, wasn't it? But yeah. So what sort of thing do stepkids do then? Do you sort of get them investigating to some degree? You know, do they?
Usually, you get them asking questions. So, can I get them? Can you say somebody's name that's standing kind of here? Or what colour's my T-shirt? What's Stephen wearing in his head? Usually a hat, something that kind of stuff. Kind of bog standard questions. Nothing really out there. If you get me? Can I try and keep them because they're young? Try and keep them kind of.
Yeah, but isn't that different? You know, the fact that you're asking, intelligent questions like, "What am I wearing?" I'm wearing a purple hoodie. You know, nothing like Quality Street, mind you, but hey. But I think I've been wearing a purple hoodie for about 5-6 years. But yeah, just a lovely colour, isn't it? You know.
No, it's like we took them to Loudon Kirk one night just for a kind of wee mooch, and one of them got their name through the spirit box, so they were quite happy. So just a bit of fun, really.
That
It's
is
not
fun.
light-hearted kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's right.
I think the last proper investigation I went on was January, and it was Pearce Institute in Glasgow. So, but
Yeah.
that's I don't really attend events as much anymore. I think to kind of try and just kind of keep myself to myself these days.
Yeah, that's it. Like your path changes, doesn't it?
Mm.
You know, what you wanted one time, you sort of don't want anymore. And, I kind of feel that I'm doing different things. I sort of like to go to one location quite a bit. Like, I went to the Robin Hood last week, I'm going to the Robin Hood this week. And then, you get to know a location, don't you, more? And
Yeah.
then the spirits get to know you. Like, I host, obviously, at Haunted Antiques. So you sort of get to know the spirits a bit, and they know you. Then they're more likely to come forward, aren't they?
Well, if the record of when you look at an alleged haunting or an alleged spirit, once they get to know that you are respectful, they're probably more likely to interact with you. That's the way I look at it. So
Yeah, that's right.
usually I kind of touched on that in the podcast I was on the other day. There's some places I've been with Jedburgh Jail. I've investigated there 3 times. Every time has been different to the rest. The first one was relatively quiet, and the second one was a bit busier, and the third one was really good. That was highly active.
That's brilliant. Jedburgh looks beautiful, I did go to Jedburgh, but I got the dog and I just saw it. I just parked up before I could go to a campsite, really.
The Mary Queen of Scots house is probably I would say, is a better location to investigate than the jail, but I've only ever done that once.
I don't know, I'm fascinated. I think jails are my thing. I'm just fascinated by them. So, I don't know. I like the dungeon at Tutbury. That sort of thing. And in a past life, I was chucked down an oubliette. So I don't know. I'm just intrigued by them. To be fair.
See, I've always fancied Bodmin Jail.
Oh gosh, I have. Yeah, I'd love to go there.
It's just the distance, the travel's very. See, because it's Cornwall, it's a fair distance for me.
Well, it is for me as well. And maybe I ought to try it that direction one year. I do kind of want to do a double. Like if I go that way, I want to do Jamaica Inn and Bodmin. So one night at one at the other. I want to try and do that if I ever can.
See, the Jamaica Inn's one I would like to visit as well. I was meant to go, I think, 3 years ago, but I ended up not going. So
yeah, it's just like impressive places. I have been to the Jamaica Inn, but only visiting. So it's just a daytime where there's a lot of people there. To be at night when it's like quiet.
To be fair, I think I would rather go to the Skirridin in Wales.
All right, yeah.
I think I would rather go there. That looks more my kind of place. So.
Yeah, and you've got Lantony Priory near there as well. So that was a interesting place. So when I spoke to them and said, "Oh, we leave the ghost hunting to Skirrid," but it's just down the lane. So yeah, it's quite interesting. But it's just chucking it down when I went, so I didn't really get to walk around much.
Well, that's always a bad thing about staying in the west of Scotland. You need to pick and choose when you can get out and investigate because of the weather. So
absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? And if you don't get the rain, you get the midges. Because as soon as it gets warm in Scotland, you just get these midges attacking you, don't you?
Loudon Kirk's bad for midges.
Yeah, because I tend to go.
The kind of good thing you've got about Ayrshire, I mean, you've got that kind of west coast. So you've got like Culzean, Dunure, Greenan Castle. You've got Dundonald Castle. You've got the Auchenhouse close to there. You've got Ardrossan Castle and then Porton Cross. So you've got a fair few. You've also got Burns Cottage, Brigadoon, Kirk Alloway, and then my hometown Kilmarnock. You've got the Dean Castle, Rowan Castle. There is another few kind of castles around about. So you've also got Loudon Kirk, Loudon Castle, Loudon Hill. So there's loads of places around about here you can go.
It's fascinating, and Like some are like obviously owned by sort of the heritage, aren't they? So you pay to get in, but a lot are just like abandoned, aren't they? And you just turn up and
The Dean Castle in Kilmarnock is really nice to visit. They won't let you investigate there. The only way I managed to investigate in there was the Lord Provost managed to get me in.
also,
So him and his wife and a couple of people got me in to investigate, and then they let me do a private tour for. It was Brian Harley, Gary Fields, and myself, and there was
oh
some
wow,
American guy there. I can't remember his name. Yeah, cannot remember his name for the life of me. A big tall guy. We managed to get a private tour inside the castle for them, and it was pretty amazing. I know Gary Fields. He did say that the place is brilliant. That was one of his favourite places to kind of go in and kind of snip
that's
about. So
fantastic. It's Gary Fields is so incredible though, and he's so selfless as well. The way he does his mediumship, he links his spirit guides to yours, so you actually get the same as what he could pick up.
Gary Fields is
Amazing.
one of the only mediums I've openly worked with.
Yeah,
So
yeah, he's always out and about as well, isn't he?
plus he's a Liverpool fan. So
That can't be helped. Got to be one drawback, hasn't there? But yeah, he is a dedicated football fan. He sticks by his team, and oh yeah, he virtually lives in Liverpool as well, doesn't he? Yeah, so Wayne's met him as well, and
that's it. Me,
it's just so incredible.
I reckon my kind of 13-year paranormal journey. I reckon I've known Gary for about 8 years in it. So it's, it
Hey,
was
Leslie.
it
Hey,
was
Robbie.
Gary and Mandy Fellows were the two kind of people I spoke to for Liverpool, and they were
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I think the only place I've investigated in England was Morecambe Winter Gardens.
Which is an incredible place.
I thought it was all right. The funny story to that was Caroline Horsburgh and myself. We drove down, so we were
Yeah.
there on a Friday. So we managed to get there early, and we were there in the afternoon. It's like, what are we going to do? So we went to the pub. Mandy says, "I you can have a couple of drinks." Ended up a bit worse for wear. So
It can happen though, can't it?
mega unprofessional, but what can you do?
Oh well, some of those nights are the best though, aren't they? You know,
It was good. It was a good night. There wasn't much activity to speak of, but
yeah.
it was a funny night. Everybody had fun. Just
But
really
that's
good
what it
night.
is about, isn't it? You don't always get activity, but it's just the people around you, the chemistry. You're meeting up with people you may or may not know, and you might know people on Facebook, then you meet them in the flesh, and they are the same as who you've spoken to, and
The way I,
it's amazing.
me kind of personally in the paranormal kind of field for the past 13 years, I've met a lot of people that's really nice.
Yeah,
I've met loads of people. Some I've got to know really well, became friendly with.
yeah,
Others have been kind of brief conversations. Sometimes people it's just been one-offs, and like I reckon there is only probably about 3 people in the paranormal that I would not investigate with, even if you paid me. I try and get on with everybody, and I try and get on with everybody, have
yeah.
fun and
That's
encourage.
it.
And if I show people my techniques, they show me their techniques. That's all I'm really interested in.
Yeah, that's right. And to learn new things as well. It is good. And yeah, but I went to Robin Hood at the weekend. We had a good laugh, and the first 2 vigils it's quietish, but then it sort of got built up, and yeah, it's brilliant. And well, we had a cat meowing, which was random, like, straight away, which is like most of us heard it. So yeah, but I just love it, and the community is what you make it, isn't it?
Yeah, I love. To be honest with you, I've always probably about 90% of the time, Unity has been the para Unity I've had with other teams and other people has been spot on. I'll help anybody, and I've had
Yeah,
help in return. And obviously, you've got maybe some bad apples that like to, pardon the phrase, but still the shit and
Yeah,
cause
that's
nothing
it.
but trouble. But if you ignore them, they'll go away.
Yeah, that's it. You know, you just surround yourself with like-minded people, don't you? You
The way
know,
I've found that, see if you've got an irritating asshole that's constantly pestering you, if you start a petition against them, they'll leave you alone. It's great.
yeah, that's right.
It's,
They sort of go quiet as well, don't they?
no, it's
To some
you kind
degree.
of you get blocked. You don't have to see their shit, and
Yeah, that's
I'm
quite
still
good.
I'm still waiting for the lawyers later. But
Yeah, that's right. But you kind of feel like if people don't kind of want to get on with everyone, and then
no.
it's them who's like being horrible to everyone else, isn't it? And like,
The thing
what's
you
the
get
point?
is you look at the paranormal field. 99% of the paranormal field and the groups that I speak to, quite a lot of people are believers. You've obviously got the small amount of non-believers,
Yeah, and that's
and
cool as well.
to be honest, the majority of them as well are very respectful. See if you turn around and say, "Well, you know what, I've got this evidence," they'll look and go, "You know what, that's really cool, but
Yeah,
I don't think it's paranormal because of this." And you're like, "You know what, I'll totally back 100% take on board
yeah,
what
that's
you're saying."
it.
And I mean, when I look at something evidence-wise, I'll look at something to see, if there's a logical explanation for it, and if there isn't, that's when I start looking, right, paranormal. What could it be? What's caused it? And
Yeah, I'm like that. Yeah,
you don't just jump on straight away paranormal, but obviously you get the non-believers that um, I like them to question the evidence and ask me, why do you think it is paranormal? And then I'll ask them, well, why do you not think it's paranormal? What do you think it could be? And then you actually have an adult conversation and there's no arguing. You both agree to disagree and that's it done.
that's right, and that's a mature attitude to take, isn't it?
And then you get the very, 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 very small percentage that just want to rile everybody up and cause as much controversy as they can because they think controversy is going to get them likes and followers. And, my page has got about 140 followers. And you know
Yeah,
what? If they interact with my post, I'll interact with every single one of them. So
yeah,
that's the way I look at it. And
that's right.
I am more than happy for anybody to question any piece of evidence I've got and have a conversation with me. And that's how I've always done it in the paranormal. I've had people tell me that's not this, that's not this, that's not this. I think that picture's this. I think your evidence is this. You have the wee conversation. That's you done. It's
Yeah,
you respect their point of view. They respect yours, and that's the way it should be.
yeah. Like I sort of post my experiences. I do a write up. People want to believe it. People don't. Then whatever. You know, I just was there. There's people around me at the time. They, they experience the same. As for evidence, I generally haven't got any. You know, I have started filming things ever since meeting Tony Ferguson. I bought a little camera, and I usually have that running now. And I might have captured something on at the weekend because I had this hoodie on, purple hoodie, and I had my badge on, proud to be paranormal. And we're just there in a room. I was sat cross-legged on the floor, calling out. All of a sudden, I heard my badge come off, and it landed on the floor. And it's things like that. Well, why did it happen? You know? And,
See the way to look at it though. See if you're out investigating and
yeah,
you are getting evidence.
yeah,
You're not getting it. See, like you're not going out to get. I'm going to use this kind of in the best way, hypothetically here. When you get out and investigate to get evidence, you're getting it for you. You're not getting it for me. You're not getting it for anybody
that's
else.
right.
You're taking your personal experience, and that's something that's personal to you. It's your paranormal experience, and nobody should be disrespecting or disregarding what you're feeling, or it's your personal evidence. It's your personal experience. And that's just
That's
the way
right.
I do it. I mean, I do it for myself. I don't do it to entertain people. I do it because I want to experience paranormal.
Yeah, I think sometimes with the entertainment side, that's where it goes wrong, isn't it?
Uh,
You know, I
I,
don't watch YouTube a lot. You know, I just watch people I know. And if somebody says somebody's decent, then I will have a look. But as
I
soon as
used
you
to do
start,
all the live feeds and stuff. I used to do all the live feeds and kind of. It was more for. I was doing a lot of live feeds because what the feedback I got was people were too scared to go investigating. They were interested in the paranormal, but they weren't sure whether they could. They had it in them to go and investigate. Some people were disabled. Some people weren't able to leave the house or exactly or whatever. And what they quite liked was when you go out and you do your investigation, you do your Facebook lives, I'm taking them into the kind of the paranormal investigation. They're asking a lot of questions. I'm doing a lot of the stuff for them, and a lot of people liked it. That was why I did it. I didn't do it because I wanted people to send me stars, send me likes, share this,
Oh
share that. I
God,
just did it
no.
because the feedback I got on my old page was phenomenal. Some of the reviews I had, and they liked the way I tried to kind of help people to experience or see through my eyes what was happening. And I mean, a lot of the time I went and did it. It was lone vigils with Facebook Live for people to just see what was happening, and they liked it. But I
Yeah,
kind of
that's
stopped doing that because I kind of felt 3 years ago. Obviously, everybody knows I went on
yeah,
another podcast, called somebody out, and became, everybody seemed to go, oh, you know what, he's got this, he's that, and I got involved with the wrong people, and I tried to do the wrong things, and I just stripped all that back, and I do shit for me now, not for anybody else.
that's right. I think you find your own path and your own journey, and you sort of find people around you or not. You walk with someone for so long, and then sort of meet someone else, and then things change and your outlook changes.
Yeah.
It does in life, doesn't it? Because you go through different stages of your life.
Yeah. Well, I quite like, obviously, getting out with Nicola and the boys. We got some of the. We went to Lennox Castle together. We've been to
Oh, brilliant!
Park. We've
Yeah,
been to Dunur. Take the Nicola and the boys out, and we have fun as a family, and that's really all I need right there when I'm out investigating. So,
but that
and
is good.
I've got Suzanne Duncan, Caroline Horsburgh, Armand Ian. I've got people, and Joey Matthews. I've got people that I can go out and investigate with if I wanted. I just I stripped it right back and just looked after number one for a while. So
Yeah, but you just do what suits you. I started on a project earlier in the year. Sort of a few of us just met up together. We went round this place. We're going to go back at night to find out what we feel then. And it goes with. It's interesting because the person involved looked at things differently from us. So we've given him what we've got, and we'll see what he's got afterwards. But it's mainly a medium driven one as well. So a lot in the group were mediums, so it's great to see what they get, and then afterwards he'll sort of confirm and he'll research it. So yeah, it's just interesting, isn't it? When you see different people and work with different people, and it's great if they come from a different perspective, isn't it?
see, we've all got different. Everybody's got different investigation styles and
Oh,
techniques.
definitely.
It's like I'm one of these ones. See, when you go to somewhere and it's like, if there's somebody there, can you make a noise, please? I'm like, that's not me. I like the nasty spirits. I like the kind of the more negative hauntings, and I try and that's why I've kind of went off grid a wee bit, because I like kind of going and challenging and.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah. But we've got our own ways, haven't we? And that's it.
I mean, you look at that. We went. Me and Nicola went on a cruise last year. When we came back, we went to Alton Towers, and then we did York. Now, I had never been in York, and we stayed at the
Oh
Golden
my
Fleece.
gosh.
Now,
Yeah.
Nicola went to bed quite early, and I was still up rocking about. I was up to 4 in the morning like that, waiting, desperate for something to happen, and nothing did. It was just like total. I was shattered the next day, but you know what? It was, see, to say I've actually stayed in the most haunted hotel in York. It's another one off the kind of bucket list of places
Yeah,
to
I
go.
stayed in Fleece, and I was above that. I was above the Fleece thing,
And we
and
were
you just
right up
looked
the
out the
top.
window, right opposite the shambles. So I got a suite there. It's absolutely beautiful. So I was there for 3 nights. It's a great trip. And a couple of weeks ago, I booked to stay in the Black Swan, but unfortunately, I had to cancel it. But I've rearranged September, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to investigate the Castle Museum as well with PRY. So
We were meant to be getting back to York this summer, so I was hoping to see some other kind of haunted locations, but we've booked a different honeymoon now, so we're kind of chopping and changing some breaks here and there. So
definitely, yeah. But you go to Mexico, it's just a stunning place.
yeah.
It really is.
it's, well, that's another thing. See, when you look at Mexico and you look at the way they view what the Festival of the Dead and is it Cinco de Mayo, all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm I'm looking forward to seeing if there's any of that there. So
Oh, you're
like
not.
the Mayan culture stuff like that. I'm looking forward to seeing
Yeah.
all that.
Are you
All
going
that.
what date are you going?
June the 14th,
Oh
25.
no, I forgot. Yeah, because I went in September and I was there when the equinox happened, but I wasn't at Chichen Itza when that happened. Because I'd love to go to Chichen Itza when there's the equinox because you can see the serpent sort of climbing down as the sun rises. The serpent sort of climbs up buildings. It's brilliant.
What, a real snake?
No, it's just the shadows from the sun.
A
Yeah,
real snake?
no, but
Spiders, spiders and snakes and stuff. You can give me ghosts and stuff like that all day, but spiders and snakes and stuff.
oh,
No,
you've got everything out there. But well, it's like you don't see them in the resorts. It's like Cancun's actually Snake Island. That's
no.
what Cancun was about, and then they sort of made it into a tourist area. But then, I've been to Venezuela where you've got serious, you know, it's nothing, out here, you're not bothered about anything once you've been there.
I'll tell you how terrified I am of spiders. See if there's one in the house and Nick was getting rid of it, she'll put it in a glass with a bit of paper and she'll come towards me and I'm like, get that to fuck away from me. The
Oh
tiniest
my
wee spider,
God.
I'm like, no. I just, no.
Oh wow. Yeah, you just kind of get used to them out there. And yeah, I've met seen some like amazing creatures, ants and things like that. If you get to walk in the jungle or something.
See, Mexico is not really a country I know much about, so I've always wanted to go, but just
Yeah.
it's the beaches. It's not nothing. But
Yeah, if you could get to Escarre, that's an eco park. You can swim down rivers and things like that, snorkel and swim with
we looked at
dolphins and
that.
stuff like that.
That's what I think. That's one of the trips I'm looking at. So.
Yeah, and then you've got Chichen Itza and Uxmal. Uxmal's quieter,
Yeah.
but when I went, I could actually climb up the pyramids, but now you can't. They're cordoned off, obviously
Right.
to protect them. But yeah, they're just beautiful sights, and if you can get to stay in the hotels there as well, it is awesome. But yeah, it's just brilliant. But yeah, I really would like to go. But there's the cenote, the sacred well as well, where you can go. So you can walk down into the ground. It's quite a route, and then it looks like a tree with stalagmites and stalactites. I used to do sacrifices around it. So it's just some amazing places, and yeah, I'm definitely interested in the Mayan culture.
No, that was another thing we were talking about the other day. That it was all the different kind of civilizations and stuff like that.
That's right. Yeah,
Very much. It's not just the paranormal. I'm very much into see like my kind of UFOlogy kind of stuff as well. And
this is
see when
it.
you look at all the different cultures and stuff like that. See when you look back and you see clues that have left, like the Mayans, the Greeks, Egyptians, Norse. They
Yeah,
all seem to be kind of worshipping stuff from above. And when you look at the dates for the Mayan civilization, nobody would have had a clue what the stars were. But even
but they
Egyptians, they were able to
do.
build stuff in line with constellations. It's
Yeah, like seeing the observatory at Chichen Itza and where the hotel was, you could see it from the hotel room, and oh, it's just fascinating. And then you can sort of walk around the jungle, and a lot of it is just, you know, the buildings have just been like obviously swallowed by nature.
yeah.
So you can walk through the jungle a bit, and you've just got everything happening, and you see bits of pyramids, and you don't know what, and you don't know what else is hidden. There'd be so much more there.
Just as long as there's no spiders and snakes, because I'll be running.
Wow, I saw marching ants.
What are you laughing
So
at?
you got a whole stream of ants like marching. You had to step over them. I didn't fancy them crawling. Oh dear. Yeah, but there are things like that out there. So yeah, quite funny. Oh,
It was meant to be Egypt we were going to, and I was looking forward to that as well, because obviously that's somewhere different as well. I've not been, but unfortunately, with all the troubles in that side of the world just now, we've had to change it, and that's why we went to Mexico. So
oh wow. Oh, that's cool. Malcolm Robinson, West Lothian UFO. But yeah, there's just so many places. Ants are amazing, yeah. They do so much work, don't they? and they just, yeah, I saw them all. They've all got a bit of leaf, and they're like marching on to, you know. But yeah, it's fascinating. But to get out into like Mexico, the forests and the jungle, it's wonderful. In places like Chichen, it's all surrounded by that, and you've got, yeah, it's brilliant. But yeah, you'll love it, definitely.
And I've also that's well, I kind of ticked my bucket list locations to visit last year was the Norwegian fjords. So I've ticked that. That was top of my list. So I don't really know how I'm ever going to beat that. But
That was
um,
those photos were amazing. They were incredible.
when you stand at the top of the lone skylift and you're looking down, you actually realise how small you are. See when you see that cruise ship at the bottom of this,
Wow.
you actually stand and go, "Holy fuck!" It's totally.
Yeah. I've been to Bergen, and I've been to one of the fjords. I wanted to see the Northern Lights, but didn't. Did you see the Northern Lights?
No, I think when we were there, it was only about maybe 2 hours of darkness possibly, and
Oh, okay, yeah. Very little
we were
chance of.
either at the entertainment or we're probably a couple of nights we were drunk in the hot tub and stuff, so we don't really got to see
Yeah,
anything. So
yeah, yeah. Like Mexico, Egypt, Norway, and Iceland. Yeah, but it was so many fascinating places, aren't there? Did you pick up anything paranormal wise then when you went to Norway?
no, because
Too cold.
what we were doing, see, because obviously we were doing the stuff in Norway and then coming back and doing York.
All right,
I'd,
yeah.
I'd sat my paranormal investigation equipment out and forgot to lift it when I was loading the car, so
Yeah,
I
you
forgot
get the
all that.
Northern Lights at home though, don't you? Really?
Well, we get the Northern Lights here.
Yeah, of
Was it
course you
a
do.
month ago or something like that? 6 weeks
Yeah.
we were out, and I was actually raging to the point I went and bought a new phone because Nicola managed to catch them on her phone, and my Google Pixel was apparently this all singing, all dancing camera. Couldn't get it, so I've went and got the same phone as her now so that I can get it the next time.
Oh wow, yeah. You've got to have the right sort of phone, and you often can't see them with the naked eye anyway.
Well,
So
but you see, when you the last time you were in Ayrshire, did you go to Porton Cross Castle?
no.
But we were down at Porton Cross, and we managed to get them done there, and it was amazing.
Oh wow.
So
Last time I went, last year I went in September, and the Northern Lights were on red. So it means like you can see them. They're visible from Cornwall if you're lucky. And I got a great big mountain right near me, so I was right on Glencoe. So I couldn't see nothing because I got the mountain range there. So like I was out in the middle of nowhere, obviously no lights or anything. Could have campfires. I've got a river right by me, but got a great big mountain. So it screwed it up for the Northern Lights, which is disappointing.
see, we used to have it's a dark sky park at Dalmelton.
All right.
Unfortunately, they used to have an observatory down there that was brilliant, but um, because they changed all the street lights to LEDs and stuff like that, you didn't get any natural light source coming up the valley. It was done it locked down actually, done that way. And the observatory was just pure pitch black, so you used to be able to see the sky really well. But unfortunately, it went on fire and burnt down.
Oh, what a shame. Yeah. What do you think about ufology and stuff like that?
I love it. I'm see on a starry night. The way I kind of look at it is, see when you're looking up, all the wee dots on a planet. There is no way we can be the only people out there. There's got to be something else.
Yeah, that's right. We're so tiny, aren't we, in comparison to everything else what's out there?
Oh,
Yeah.
Kilburnie Loch. I've not heard of that. I've not been up there for years.
Where's that then?
Kilburnie's a wee. It's a wee town. It's probably about maybe 15, 20 minutes from me.
Oh, okay.
But the walk's nice. You get some nice views.
Yeah. But you have got so many fascinating places. So, what do you think is the most haunted? What what you would think is the most haunted place in Scotland? Where is your bucket list in Scotland? Where to go?
Most haunted place in Scotland. I can only say what I've been. Gilmerton
Yeah,
Cove. Gilmerton Cove is probably the
most active and
most active and my favourite location. It's probably the place I've actually investigated more than anywhere else. I also like Bannockburn House,
right. Yeah, yeah. Because I
but
kind of missed out on. I know Eileen's been there to Bannockburn.
Bannockburn
Yeah,
House is nice.
Wayne's, but there's billions of possible suns, billions of possible planets, billions of possible livable planets. I
That's
don't
how
know.
I look at it, Wayne. There's no way we can be the only planet that's got life on it.
Oh, the caves are short.
Uh, there was
Okay.
talk of making them a kind of heritage site. You used to be able to investigate it, but what happened was there was a team who
Oh,
went in
okay.
and they were taking the piss at night. And what they did was on the tours, you used to have to wear hard hats. What they did was they put coffee and hot chocolate and juice and stuff in the hard hats. So there was school kids come in the next day and put the hat on and left a mess. So they stopped the investigating for a while. And then they allowed it again only if I think it was like if you knew or they knew you, they would let you in. I had a
Okay.
good relationship with the tour guides, so I could get access. And then they did stop it. But Gilmerton Cove, I mean, it's amazing.
Wow.
So many good nights in there.
Oh, bless you. What sort of spirits did you get there then?
There was a lot of. We believe we caught the. Again, it's purely my beliefs, but
It's theories, yeah.
we believe we caught like a woman standing like that inside one of the alcoves.
Okay.
Voice phenomena. We believe we came in contact with. I know it's cliche, but a Scottish soldier. I mean, the coves were linked to Hellfire, Covenanters,
Oh, okay.
Jacobites, Wallace's Hideout, Holy Grail. It's linked to everything. That
Ooh.
it was basically you've got a blacksmith's house in the middle of Gilton, and he's built caves, a series of caves and coves below the ground. They do flood. I've been in there a few times and wet feet.
Bless you. I guess, like, obviously, with links like that, it's going to be interesting, isn't it?
Mm.
So who knows what happened in the
The only
past?
thing is, I kind of it was myself and my daughter. We were coming back from Hagerson Castle on holiday one year, and we stopped in for a tour. And I'd said to Rebecca, I says, "Look at the marks on the wall. There's no way the tools that blacksmith used did that because that predates what I believe the marks on the wall predate the tools that would have been used during the blacksmith's era." And the tour guide heard me telling that to my daughter and came and we got into a conversation about it, and she basically agreed with me. We believe the coves were a lot older than what history are they're kind of trying to tell you. So
Oh,
there is a
wow.
lot of unknown history in that. It's been used. I mean, it's been used as a hellfire hideout, Covenanters, Jacobites, an illegal drinking den.
Oh, my gosh. Not surprised they're haunted then. That's fascinating, to get that much happening throughout the histories.
It's
Yeah.
just an amazing
They're,
place.
yeah.
Bannockburn is as well. I mean, Bannockburn House is. It's been a good few years since I've been, but Bannockburn House is absolutely amazing.
Oh, it sounds awesome. So, Von wants to know, is there anywhere near Irvine? Irvine?
That's where Irvine. Yeah, Loudon Kirk, Loudon Hill, Portland Cross, Dunure. All the all depends if she wants to pay for access to somewhere.
Yeah.
But you can get the Maritime Museum in Irvine is really good. Eglinton Park, Eglinton Castle. But I mean, there's lots of places.
I might have to head that way. I haven't done that area.
But if Yvonne sends me a message, I'll rattle off a list of. I
Oh.
think she's on my friends list, so I can rattle off
Yeah.
the locations I can recommend her.
Yeah, that's it. It is useful to know, like, when I'm at up with Eileen, we went to some amazing places. And I even found we even drove by the place where they founded the Scottish flag.
All right.
I found that fascinating as well. You know, just to go to these historical places.
See, I love Scotland, right? But there is a lot of things in Scotland that make no sense.
Like
But
what?
our national animal is a unicorn, which is something that's meant to have never existed. So it's weird. We've got a lot of weird customs and traditions, but they're good, but weird at the same time.
Yeah, but you know, I like your traditions. That's quite cool. Oh, second week in October. I'm sort of going up. Well, if I can go, we're just working out what's happening with the dog at the moment. But yeah, I did hope to tour in September, but it does get later.
Well, I
Oh,
know
that's
I've
quite
done I've
exciting.
done a few. I've done a few. I had a friend that came up from England 3 years ago, and I took her on a tour, and we started basically at one side of Ayrshire and went to the other, and then ended up in Glasgow. And I mean, there is loads of places around about Irvine and Ayrshire that you can actually go and investigate and
Yeah,
visit, do a tour in. I can get a list, no issues, Yvonne.
yeah. I've been to one or two in Ayrshire, but you know, obviously, you know, I need to talk to a few. And, oh, it's just some stunning places. What about Bigfoot then?
So, I don't know, have you listened to Scottish Legends? There's a loch big enough to hide a monster, so you never
Oh
know.
yeah,
There could be a Bigfoot.
yeah. You just never know, do you? It's cold up there.
If you saw me about a month ago, my
Yeah.
missus would probably have thought I was a Bigfoot because I had a beard out the ear. So
Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah. So Vaughn's going to Edinburgh as well. It's a place I've got to go to.
Edinburgh is amazing. There
Uh,
is so many places you can go to. And I mean, I know I've said this, and I kind of feel as if I repeat myself in podcasts. But see, when you go to the Royal Mile and you sit out at St Giles Cathedral and you just people watch, it's amazing
I
because
booked a hotel on there.
you see all these different cultures, you see all these different races of people, different people that, and there's no malice, there's no badness. Everybody's just
That's good. Just
smiling and
getting
getting
on
along.
with it.
It's just a really nice place. There's no a lot of negativity around about there.
That's beautiful.
Until you start going underground and looking at the history
Well,
of Edinburgh, that's when you realise it was a very blood kind of. It was a bloody place, to be honest.
yeah. Um. So let's have a plug then on the Dark Mirror show at 9:30 after this show. Wayne's going to be talking about Bigfoot in the Grand Canyon. Yeah. The
Well, what,
reason
Wayne?
why I asked the UK was joined on was joined onto the Appalachian Mountains. So maybe
The
they
reason
could
why I asked
do
was
a
the
thing.
UK who was joined on.
Oh, okay.
Ah, right. See that
Yeah,
Appalachian Mountains? I'm sure that's where that's they believe under that mountain there is a very large cave system that's unexplored.
yeah.
So,
It's all intriguing, isn't it? You know, you just don't know what is hidden. It's like you know, I've been on a hot air balloon over like forests, and you think, well, you're seeing that, and people don't see that because it was that thick woodland. You know, people wouldn't be wandering in there, and you know, you're just seeing it from a different view as well. And there's so many remote places, aren't there?
well, you look at Yester Castle up north,
Yeah,
Goblin Har, as it's also known as. That's in the middle of nowhere. You need a kind of sat nav or like a satellite kind of navigation device to get to.
yeah,
That's because you're never finding that unless you know where you're going. It's the
yeah.
same as the Devil's Pulpit. The Devil's Pulpit is a place I'd love to
I've
go,
heard of that.
but you're never finding that unless you know where you're looking.
Whereabouts is that? What area?
Glasgow,
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's just north of Glasgow.
You're not even sure then.
No, I've never been. We
Yeah.
keep talking about going, but I've never
Oh
been.
wow! Look, Fun's found Yester. Once found it.
It's I've never been. I've seen pictures of it, but um, it is a nightmare to find. I believe my wee mate Paul went, and he did say that you've got to park your car and walk miles.
Oh wow.
Well, the
Yeah.
first time we went to the Warren Castle, we parked the car and went miles into the woods, and then found the castle.
Is
I've
that where
since
I
found, I've
went?
since possibly, I've since found that you can park your car at the end of the road and walk 5 minutes and you're there. So
Yeah, is that the two castles together?
yes, you've got
And
the
yeah,
old one and
I
the
have
new
been
one.
there. Yeah, and then I parked sort of in a housing estate. Then you kind of go through over a bridge. Then it's not far at all.
It's, it was the first time we went, we parked probably about 5 miles away and we had to trek through the trees to find it. It's, don't ask, I don't even know. Well, somebody was taking us to shows and we're taking us out in the woods. So
Yeah, but
I'm one of these
that's
ones. I put myself in, or used to end up in really silly positions in the paranormal. When you're like, if I could have been murdered by anybody.
well, this is it. Like with me being on my own, I sort of am more careful, so I couldn't like venture around there on my own. But when I do go up to Scotland, it has been nice to actually meet up with people, and if I do come, then
It's
I
like
can.
one of the not up in the piss out of kind of witchcraft or anybody that's into that kind of stuff. But we had one. I used to work with a guy, and he kind of managed to get us an invite with this kind of witchy group to go to a ritual that they were doing.
Wow.
And I remember sitting in the car on the way up to him, going, "I don't know what the fuck you're signing me up for. This is." I was actually terrified. It's like I don't even know what we're walking into here, and it was weird. So,
Wow. Yeah. So did anything happen?
that was a bit odd. They kept their
Yeah.
clothes on, thankfully, but I was
Yeah.
it was one of the
Dancing
kind of
vampires.
it was one of these kind of it was a celebration of fire ritual, and
Oh,
it
awesome.
was it was cool to see. It was different. They had like the kind of
Yeah.
drum and stuff like that, and
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
it was interesting to see.
Yeah, that's it. Because I did a ritual at some stones, and yeah, it is amazing to see it and taking in like all the four corners, north, east, south, and west as well.
Uh,
And yeah, it's intriguing, and the locations can be beautiful as well, can't they? Standing.
but this was a place up in Fife, so it was interesting.
Yeah,
Not
smart.
different, but different.
That's brilliant. Is there anywhere you fancy in England then, apart from Bodmin?
Uh, the galleries of justice,
All
but
right.
again, I don't know how. It's very expensive.
Yeah,
I don't even know if you can still do it. I've not heard of
yeah,
any.
you can. I've got a quote for it. I'm looking to book it, but I'm just looking.
Right.
Yeah, I've sorted out a team who'll come with me as well.
My ears are
So
pricked up there. Galleries of justice.
yeah,
Bodmin
yeah,
Galleries of Justice. I wouldn't mind East Drive just to see if
just to see.
the
Yeah,
hype's there. I
I
was
think
talking about that the other day. There, I believe a lot of locations are hyped up and don't deliver. So I do believe East Drive could be one that's like that, but I'd like to actually see it for myself.
But if you've got a location where you've got people going in every week and they may have attachments, or they've got their spirit guides, or they've got their relatives around them, it's not going to be empty, is it? Something is going to happen
No, there is that.
with the right chemistry anyway, isn't it? It might not necessarily be anything to do with the house. Oh, wow, yeah. It used to be.
I also wouldn't
Yeah,
mind. Is it
I need to go anyway.
Darby Gall as well? I wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
Going down
Davido,
the
yeah.
meeting Richard Felix and down there.
Yeah. I think he's at the next Paramate or Pontefract as well. So if you want
I would like
to
to. I know that there's so I have got so many locations I would love to go to.
yeah. Oh
Sorry,
gosh, I am.
I'm just trying to turn the light on here because it's getting dark.
Oh bless you. Yeah, I'm kind of restricted to like within an hour of my house, so because I've got the dog. Yeah, but there are like here you go, Rendlesham Forest. I'd love to go there. I kind of wonder about going camping there this year. I haven't planned any holidays this year, so I need to sort something out. Yeah,
I've,
just go off in a tent somewhere.
what you right now for me is finances, because obviously I'm saving for the
Yeah,
wedding.
your wedding and
I've got
stuff.
the family moon that we're going to Turkey, and then I've got the honeymoon next year. A lot of
Yeah,
my money is kind of taken up right now towards that.
of course,
So
yeah.
it's,
Great, exciting times, though.
I know,
Definitely.
I always used to laugh. I tell my daughter I would grow up when I'm 40, so I'm turning 40 in July, and then I'm getting married this year. So it's
Big
different.
one then.
2024 has been quite an adventure so far. So
Yeah, that's good. And that's what you want things to be like, don't
it's
you?
good.
Yeah,
Can't fault my partner. I wouldn't swap her for anybody. So
yeah, that's cool. Don't live too far from that's East Drive. Won't go because so many report it's not good, and that's it. And
see,
it's because you're paying like extra prices, aren't you, really, to go?
I'm just going to stick this light on now.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, okay. So contact Alex Lovelock. He has had an interesting experience in Rendlesham. So yeah, I might just do that. 'Cause, yeah, it is fascinating. I've spoken to people about Rendlesham before.
I'd also quite like to go exploring Cannock Chase.
Yeah, that's it.
I
Uh,
used to talk to I used to talk to a girl that I kind of get friendly with through the paranormal from there, and she used to tell me stories about down there, and that sounded quite interesting. So I wouldn't mind going to explore there.
yeah, there's a campsite there as well. I
And
I keep
Pendle
I
Hill.
keep saying I want to go there. Pendle Hill, yeah, I've been, but not up the hill. So I've sort of been in I've been around the churchyard where the Nutter family are buried, and there's a lovely witch's shop there as well.
See, I keep saying I'd love to go here, there, and everywhere, but I just never ever get around to it.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Like, I was talking to someone the other day, and I wonder about going to the US with them because they want to go to that prison, Alcatraz, and the Queen Mary. And,
Yeah.
like, if you could go with like minded people, it's a lot easier than sort of going on your own, isn't it?
Well, I was actually meant to go to America. Cat in the background. I was meant to go to America, and COVID hit. So
Yeah, it's a shame. And, it did put a lot off the travel plans, didn't it? And yeah, that's the only time like I'd actually booked. I booked a hotel on the Golden Mile, and I think I booked an old hotel near the train station. So it's like two different nights, like different hotels. And, yeah, I was really looking forward to it, but
So
then it.
the last time I was in America was Alabama when I was working, and that was quite a while ago. So
Oh my gosh! Right. Uh, did you do sort of spooky then? Did you?
no, it was just
Yeah,
a
just
lot of
extra.
long work shifts and a lot of heavy drinking. That's the
Yeah.
only two things you could do: either work or at the bevy in Alabama. So that was pretty much. There wasn't much there.
Uh, Eileen's been to both, so wow, that's awesome.
I'd love
I'd
it.
like to go to Gettysburg as well.
Gettysburg and the Rolling Hill Sanatorium.
Oh yeah, Waverley. Yeah,
Waverly Hills. So
yeah,
I wouldn't mind going there, and I do know that one of the I used to go to a guy's events quite a lot, and he had an American woman that came over that used to. She has investigated. I think she's friends with Zach Bagans.
oh yeah.
She used to. She would tell me about Gettysburg and said it's one of the best places you can ever investigate is Gettysburg. She says it never disappoints, and you get so much. It's nuts.
There's some stunning photos from there as well. And like you look at photos, generally go, yeah, that's rubbish. But it's hard to debunk them.
But I reckon, I mean, what about yourself? Where would you see if you could pick one place to investigate for one final time? Where would you go?
Queen Mary,
Really?
because my dad worked on it.
All right.
Because I've got a vaccination certificate from when he worked on it. He worked in the engine room, and I always got this imagery of when I was a kid of how like gruesome it was, really. So I don't know if it's coal and they're just like lumping coal into a furnace. I don't know. That's what I always imagined it to be like, sort of hot and horrible. But yeah, he worked in the engine room, and I've looked now. There's like loads of engine rooms. Unfortunately, by the time I could ask him about it, he had when I got into this, he had Alzheimer's by then, so I couldn't really find much out about it. It's a
See,
shame.
I would go back to Chillingham. Chillingham Castle one last time, as I'd love to do.
I've
Because
never been.
it is legit only one of two places I have legit shat my pants at
Oh
anything
my
that's
god,
happened. So
really?
that was being a obviously that the castle is linked to torture of Scottish people. The
Yeah.
minute you get me a broad Scottish accent, the guy dressed me up in a kilt and stuff and went, "Go for it." So
Uh,
at that point I was a target. So that was horrible.
so,
But I would love to go back there just to see if I could either replicate or
recreate it, yeah.
so if any groups are doing anything at Chillingham Castle, let me know because I would love to get involved in that.
Yeah, Abe Slaney goes every year. She goes with a couple of friends, and yeah, I have driven there, but I'd got the dog and I couldn't sort of go anywhere, so it was awkward.
See, I know my friend Julie, in fact, Jules Matthews, that's kind of commenting.
Yeah,
She was there at the weekend.
so
I was going to try and tag an invite in along, but one of the people I'll not investigate with, unfortunately, she
uh,
investigates with. So
okay, yeah,
she's
probably.
one of kind of 3 or 4 people I will not entertain. So I'm like,
Yeah,
there's no
you
way
just
I'll
find
get an
that.
invite.
You do find that in the paranormal world, don't you? And you just keep away, and
I
that's the
just
one, isn't it?
I try and avoid drama
Oh gosh.
as much as funny as that is because obviously I get
Trying to
involved
avoid
in it.
drama, yeah, that's
I
it.
try and avoid drama until it's unnecessary. Like I say, I'm not going to like you say yourself. I'm not going to sit and watch somebody badmouth you or try to bully you. It's just when I step in and go, no, enough's enough. But
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. You push so far, and like I don't give a monkeys about that issue. But then when that person is having a go, and then when that person is having a go at friends,
oh no,
I
when you've missed it, I've already had
just
several
think it's
digs.
ridiculous. But there you go. And yeah,
To be honest with you, right now in the paranormal, it's very quiet. Everybody's getting along. The only drama you get is from the drama queen, and it's like it's like
or
you just
Victor
get on
Meldrew
it.
on his keyboard. But there you go. But about Chillingham, yeah, the gardens outside are very freaky. Now I went because I couldn't get in. I went to churchyard next door, and that was creepy.
Right. Have you actually ever been to Chillingham, Lucky Jack?
No, because
Right.
I couldn't get in because you couldn't take dog. I couldn't take my dog up there. That was a problem.
Eileen's been, I think she mentioned she's been to
Yeah,
Chillingham right now.
yeah, she's been.
Chillingham Castle is like a fucking time warp.
I
Right?
never thought about
It's
that.
like you walk in and you go, holy fuck, what actual year is that? It's so weird. It's like a time warp. It's crazy.
Wow. Yeah. And they say there's one room where people keep stealing things, and it say, "Oh, don't steal from here." Then they keep like sending notes for them coming back because weird stuff keeps happening in the houses.
They've actually got a photograph that somebody has taken, and they believe it's a spirit of a child.
Ah,
Now, I've looked at this photograph on many occasions, and
you can't.
you can look at it and go, could it be doctored? Could it be? And
Yeah,
I can't fathom out how you could fake this picture. It's
yeah.
pretty pretty good evidence. It's a pretty good piece of evidence. So
Oh, so Humphrey is a bit. Oh, so Humphrey.
the other one as well is Castle Mengus. That's up at Aberfeldy. That's a kind of Aberfoyle, some Aber something up north. Anyway, that's a really good place to go.
Yeah, yeah. But
Really good place.
but I think my idea of a castle was a place which is a fortress to fight for the country, to fight for the land. But the castles aren't all about that. It's like family homes, isn't it? And you don't always see that. You don't always think that. Some places obviously are, they're protecting the king, they're protecting an army and all that, or a country. But then...
Alnwick Castle's a bit like that. See, down at Berwick, kind of Berwick way, Alnwick Castle, Northumberland. Right. That's like that. That was like a kind of barracks and stuff in it.
Yeah. It's just...
Tell you what,
I don't know.
I'm not even biting.
No, I think Victor Meldrew is watching.
I don't believe it.
No, I don't.
No, mate, I can see you're still fucking stalking Paranormal Podcast for someone that's not in the community. Now, kindly fuck off.
Well, at least we do one once a week, don't we? Not just wait.
No, hold on. It's not. No, it's June. No, it's not. It's September. It's September in 3025. Once my wife stops crying.
Oh dear. Just a little insult. Oh dear. I'll get over it.
Oh, there we go. We've got the grammar fucking good.
Yeah, I know. It's fine. We're all good.
Mate, I'm still waiting for your lawyer's letter, so see who's fucking spineless, because all you did was block when I actually called you out and you piss, you fucking wank.
Hey, come on. Leave it. We're all good anyway.
But mate, keyboard warrior, my ass. I was offered you a postcode and you shat it and went, oh, well, you wee fucking followers. Kindly fuck off and spinning that, you fucking wank.
So there's a message to you. But, but we are part of a lovely community. A community which is open to anyone who's reasonable. And that's it, isn't it?
That was my football hooligan.
Yeah, I know. But, oh dear. Oh no. It's just gone down the pan, hasn't it? But, we've had a laugh tonight, haven't we?
Well, we have, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But we just love this community, And a few weeks ago, I was amongst loads of people, and we all got on, and we had a damn good time. And and how can you then go ahead and criticize it? What is it? Because you weren't there?
Yeah.
You just stay at home on your keyboard, don't you? Whereas we were actually there, living it, enjoying it, and socializing with like-minded people.
I need anger management.
Gotta laugh at you, really.
I need anger management. At least I don't have to find my balls.
Well, yeah. That's right. Hey, even Westwood's there. Look, we had a Canadian there. And I tell you what, this guy, I should have met him in Edinburgh. There's a couple of other times I should have met him. And I've now met Wes, and I've got a t-shirt. Hey, look, a black t-shirt. Cops. Look at this. How amazing is this?
Paranormal t-shirt suits well with a purple hoodie.
It does. That's right. And that's all the way from Canada. Oh, we're cool, thanks, Helen. I hope you are. We've had a nice night tonight. And
to be honest, that parameet you were at looked quite interesting. Unfortunately, it's
a long way for you and saving up for the wedding and stuff. But there's some great speakers on and everything. And Wes came over, then he went to see some family, and that's it, isn't it?
The good thing about it is where you were at that parameet, I'm actually going to be down in Bristol at some point in the next few months. So
yeah, you can sort out a visit then, can't you? Really?
If anybody's interested, see one of these, the keyboard. If anybody wants a conversation with me, I'll be in that direction. So,
but that hotel with the parameet was absolutely stunning, and we had a bit of the room was interesting. So as part of the parameet, they set aside a haunted room. So the location's chosen because have got like a history of hauntings, and that specific room, we did get some good stuff. And my friend went into trance, and it got
Right.
quite heavy at one stage. And a lot of what we got, like, got some strong energies in the room, and we were just in there an hour, just 6 of us, and we did pick up on quite a lot. And it was good when you sort of compare it to other people, and what we were getting were the same as what the other people got, the other investigators. So it's great because the haunted happenings were there. They were like looking after the room, and they were going through different vigils and things with people, and then we sort of got in at night, and yeah, it's cracking. It really was. But
It looked like a good meeting of like-minded people. I think everybody that was invited came along and had fun, and that's what it looked like to me.
yeah,
So,
that's right. You know, the speakers were awesome, and from different areas as well. You know, you'd got the past life regression, Paul Goddard. You got Neil's story, who's absolutely awesome, and you know, it was brilliant. And Barry John, who's a fantastic medium, and it's just normal people from the
Barry John
UK.
is a good medium.
Yeah, it's a great friend. You know, I'm going to a lesson tomorrow with him, tomorrow night. But yeah, speaking of chance, have you seen Eileen Thorpe? No, I haven't. But I'll look into that one. Thanks for that. You know a lot of people, don't you, Fiona? There's a lot of contacts like UFOs and stuff. Yeah, Paul Goddard. So Paul Goddard, he did session for people to do the past life regression. So a lot sort of went on to that and sort of did experience things, which is amazing. And then he sort of did private past life regressions as well for anyone who wanted one. So Scotland, are you from Ayrshire?
Ayrshire. Yes, Ayrshire.
Yeah. So, you know, he's been talking about Edinburgh, and yeah, we could have met in Edinburgh, Wes. You know, what can you say? We did actually meet this year, and yeah, it was an awesome time, wasn't it? Yeah. So
I'm from Ayrshire, and if anybody's looking for any locations up my way, I'll happily show
yeah,
them.
because there are so many of them, aren't there? And you know, we discussed them earlier. Yes, Robbie does do good past life regression. I've had some good past life regression with him, and I've actually got it filmed, so I will put it out there. It's quite weird, really. I had to come out of it. It got a bit heavy at the end, so I ended up being at a trial, being sentenced by a judge, and I pulled myself out because I knew what the outcome was going to be. But I need to go back into it.
I recognise the name, right, but right, never mind. I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so that's it. So yeah, when Bond does come in your direction, find some locations around there.
Yeah, more than happily. You know, I've got a good list of locations. Even if you're up this way and you're looking, I can happily show you anywhere. More than happy.
Been to Murrayfield, have you? Wow.
For the rugby,
Yeah.
that's where Scotland plays the rugby.
That must be an awesome location. For a match.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
the
the
atmosphere must be wicked. You know, yeah, that's it. They do the Six Nations there, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, must be crazy.
I prefer the atmosphere at football.
Well, yeah, I'm more football. Yeah, and I've actually seen Celtic play at Forest.
Yeah.
That was one of my first biggest games. I loved it. Awesome. They're more Celtic fans than Forest fans. They're just all over the place.
Celtic fans do tend to take over when they're.
Well, it was amazing. I think it's my first all ticket game, and it's just a massive match. And yeah, it's a European Cup semi or quarter final or something like that. And yeah, it's just fascinating, and it's one of the best atmospheres I've had at the ground. Then obviously it changed, didn't it? Went for a Live Aid concert in 2008. Wow. Oh my gosh. See? Yeah, because I wanted to go to that Live Aid concert. But I ended up at the Freddie Mercury tribute concert to get tickets to that one. No, it's wicked. I love that.
Though,
Uh,
to be fair, both of them are amazing. I've
yeah.
not been. In fact, I think the last gig I was at was at Hampden, Ed Sheeran.
Oh my gosh, I bet that was awesome.
Oh, that was good. I've
Yeah.
seen Ed Sheeran and Robbie Williams at Hampden.
Wow.
Um,
Incredible.
seen Ed Sheeran twice actually at Hampden. Been to the Hydro. I've been to Murrayfield to see some. I can't remember who that was. In fact, I do, but I'm not going to embarrass myself by saying it. So.
Oh, okay. Spice Girls.
No, well, I took my daughter to see One Direction.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
okay. Yeah, I saw.
I did the dad thing and took my daughter to see
Yeah,
One
but
Direction.
that's lovely, isn't it? You know,
No,
quality. No, but it's quality family time, isn't it? It's memories, and she'll always remember that as well, won't she?
probably
And that's it. Oh, okay.
I'll I'll always
I'll
remember it as
get
well. By the time I wanted to stand in the crowd and go, "Oh my god!"
that.
If I could rewind the clock back to I was 16 to be a cheesy wee ass, that would be the
Oh,
that's the way I would go. Because it's like these guys are multimillionaires and they've got no, it's just
yeah. I went with my stepdaughter to see Steps. Oh dear. It
steps.
was, yeah, it's just one fashion
Oh
change.
no!
It's a costume change after another. Like they sort of did a song on their own, changed costume. Another one came out in a different costume. Yeah. I just kind of thought, well, when you're in like, you know, where it's live music, maybe it would be all right. Yeah, okay. Not my thing ever, but like, okay.
See one of the worst one. We went to. I've been to. Having a young daughter, trying to be the best dad I can be.
Yeah, yeah, that's it, and that's good.
I've
Yeah.
seen some seriously shit musicians, and it's like One Direction, Justin Bieber, Miley Cyrus.
Oh,
I've been to
no.
see Diversity Dance Group, and it's like shit I've had to do for my daughter.
Oh,
So it's like,
that's lovely because, oh my gosh. So when, you know, she's gone to school or whatever, oh, my dad took me here and like, wow.
I did warn her. If you do, we went to London to see Miley Cyrus, and I'm like, I'm warning you right now, I will embarrass you. So we went away. I went to the. I said, right, I'm going to the loo, grab some juice. I come back with Miley Cyrus t-shirt and sat down and just like, get that fucking off. I'm like, no. So I just decided
Hey, there you go.
to go on the wind up. So,
Us Canadians are sorry for Justin Bieber.
oh, that concert, see that gig, that was so embarrassing because it was when he was still young. So I mean, I'm getting back 13 years.
Oh my gosh,
So he
right.
got this grown ass woman out of the crowd, and he goes, "When you smile, I smile," and it's like, oh, did he just say that?
Oh, jeez.
And he gave her this big kind of hangy of flowers, and you've got this woman that must be about 50 going, so,
Oh
oh
no.
dear, it's like, no, it's
Oh, that's awful.
so, no, it was so cringy. It was,
Oh wow. No, it's not my cup of tea to be fair. Yeah, I don't know, but it's been an interesting conversation anyway.
well, you did say it was going to get feisty, so it kind
Well,
of did.
yeah, you know, like we don't all want to do knit and needle podcast, do we? We like
Uh,
to laugh and yeah. And yeah, we're still talking, aren't we, at the end of it?
yeah,
But yeah, it's been all good. But the Dark Mirror show is going to be on the Things Network next, anyway. But thanks for watching, everyone, and thanks for all your comments. And there certainly are some great places in Scotland, and if you get a chance to go up there, you know,
so if
contact me.
anybody's looking for any tips or where to go in Scotland, I will happily
Yeah.
I'll throw them a list of locations.
Yeah, but yeah, there are some fantastic. But you know, I've been to a few, so yeah. But take care, everyone. Look after yourselves and stay positive. Proud to be paranormal. Hashtag. Goodbye.
Right.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, definitely. Bye.